In the flyweight division at UFC Mexico City, you got Ronaldo Rodriguez making his UFC debut. He's coming in at 16-2. Not a bad record at all. Taking on Denys Bondar, who comes in at 14-4. Both guys stand 5'6". Rodriguez, with 18 MMA fights, is just 24 years old. Bondar, 31. Bondar has a 3-inch reach advantage. Both guys stand right-handed. Bondar lands 4.9 significant strikes per minute, can land at on average a takedown per round. Now, Lazy Boy, aka Ronaldo Rodriguez, he's Mexican. He had an opportunity to get to the UFC at the Dana White's Contender Series. This is back in 2020. He lost to Jerome Rivera, who became a UFC fighter who did pretty well. But since then, check this out, he's won 5 straight. So now he gets the opportunity not only to get into the UFC, but to fight in the UFC within Mexico. On the other hand, Bondar, 62% takedown defense. He lost to Carlos Hernandez by decision. Against Malcolm Gordon, he was KO'd. So, Bondar struggled a little bit since coming into the UFC. So this is kind of an even matchup, at least in terms of us not knowing a lot about both fighters. Just going back to Rodriguez real quick, he's had 7 KOs, 4 submissions. So 11 finishes and 16 wins. So pretty even fight, because you'd expect Bondar, and now look at the odds, are exactly even. So it makes total sense from what I'm thinking. But I'm going to lean towards Ronaldo Rodriguez because the fight is just about even. This is his UFC debut. He's going to be pumped up. He's fighting in front of his home crowd. He's going to be even more pumped up because of that. He's got to weather those emotions, because that can wear you out in the first round if you're not careful. You got to weather those emotions, and he can get the win here because of everything that's going for him. Again, UFC debut, fighting at home, all that matters. Plus, the guy's a good fighter. He's 16-2. So I like Rodriguez to pull this thing out. The odds are close because no one's sure. But I believe Rodriguez wins this thing to move to 17-2. And he's going to do it on the feet or on the ground. It doesn't really matter. In the flyweight division at UFC Mexico City.